What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach TDOT. They subbed me out. But I'm back in the game, Coach. I'm back with some more heat for y'all boys, man. So check it out, chat. We finna get right into it today, man. So today we gonna be reacting to the greatest Larry Bird versus LeBron James story ever heard. Man, we gonna see exactly what they talking about today, man. Cause we already know Bron and Larry, two of the greatest small forwards to ever play the game. If not the best small forwards, you know? They 1 and 2, 2 and 3, something. You feel me? But I guess they finna let us know who the best is. You feel me? Alright, but look, chat. For all my new viewers, I don't fake none of my reactions. All my reactions are live. And we gonna watch this together. You feel me? Now let's get right into this thing, man. Y'all already know how we coming. We not just the best in the city, but the best in the world, G! Without further ado, that is Bron. It ain't Larry.
I'm going to give you Larry Bird in his prime or LeBron in his prime.
Larry Bird.
Oh, Larry Bird. Hold on. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Hold on.
I'm going to give you Larry Bird in his prime or LeBron in his prime.
Larry Bird.
Oh, I gotta go with Larry
that
Joe.
Without even thinking.
I gotta go with Larry Joe. In today's rules, you can't touch him.
Yeah.
He was built more of a one. Larry Bird would probably beat LeBron 1-on-1.
Really?
When you talk about the greatest
Damn.
forwards in NBA history, two names always
own
spark
that.
heated debate: Larry Bird and LeBron James. On the surface, they couldn't be more different. Bird was the cold-blooded assassin of the 1980s, a trash-talking sharpshooter who lifted the Celtics back to glory and became a symbol of toughness, intelligence, and pure competitiveness. LeBron, meanwhile, has dominated the modern game for over 2 decades, a once-in-a-lifetime athlete whose size, speed, and skill have rewritten the record books and stretched the definition of longevity. But here's the twist: Bird and LeBron never faced each other on the court. Their legacies are separated by eras, yet fans, analysts, and the media constantly pit them against each other in debates about who truly defines greatness.
All I know is one game from my life, I want Larry Joe Bird taking my last shot. That guy from French Lick, Indiana, because he was almost the baddest man. He was right there, just a tick behind Michael Jeffrey Jordan when it came to clutch shooting.
Was Bird's short but dominant peak more impressive than LeBron's unmatched career longevity? Did Bird's fearless clutch gene outweigh LeBron's all-around dominance? This video isn't just about stats or highlights. It's about the story. The best Larry Bird versus LeBron story ever told is about how two legends, decades apart, became mirrors of each other's greatness. And by the end, you'll see why their debate might be more than just basketball. It's about eras, identity, and the soul of the game.
They're both great players in their own right. And the thing that that LeBron is amazing to me is the fact that he can. There you go, Birdie. Knock it down. He is a great player. But LeBron's ability to guard so many people on the floor just separates him from so many players. He can guard 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. He's big and strong. They both were great passers. Larry was a better shooter. LeBron was probably a better athlete. Both tremendous passers.
On the surface, Larry Bird and LeBron James couldn't be more different. Bird was the small-town forward with limited athleticism but unlimited confidence, while LeBron is the ultimate physical specimen, built like a freight train with the vision of a point guard. Yet, despite their contrasts, the two are constantly compared because, at their core, they played the game with a remarkably similar impact. Both weren't just scorers, they were complete players. Bird could torch defenses with his jumper, then pick them apart with his passing. LeBron dominates in transition, bullies his way to the rim, but also thrives as a facilitator, making teammates better with his court vision. In their own ways, each mastered the art of doing everything. Both also became the faces of their generations. Bird rescued the Celtics in the 80s, sparking one of the greatest rivalries in sports with Magic Johnson and putting the NBA back on the map. LeBron carried Cleveland's hopes as a teenager, then delivered championships to 3 different franchises, while being the most scrutinized athlete of his era. That's why the Bird versus LeBron debate endures, because both men weren't just stars, they were leaders, franchise lifelines, and the ultimate definition of all-around greatness.
He played till he couldn't play no more, obviously. We know that. He just played till he literally couldn't play the game no more. He gave everything he had. And for young guys that don't know him, you know, they think of Larry Bird as a jump shooter. But he was so much more than that. He was a passer. He averaged double-digit rebounds. He defended, he took charges. And, you know, it's just a straight-up complete basketball player, and me as a small forward.
When Larry Bird joined the Celtics in 1979, Boston instantly transformed. The team had won just 29 games the year before, but with Bird, they jumped to 61 wins. From the start, it was clear this wasn't just another rookie. Bird's arrival, paired with his rivalry against Magic Johnson, reignited the NBA and gave the league that spark it desperately needed. Bird's resident the NBA and gave the
Damn, Magic!
Paired with his rivalry against Magic Johnson, reignited the NBA and gave the
Yo, Magic look like he winding up for the greatest pimp smack of all time, folks. Folks winded up like this and smacked folks' hand. Like he just pimp smacked them, G. Like Magic, you couldn't have just gave the man a regular high five. I know the outside of your hand hurting like a motherfucker, man. Look at this.
The league, paired with his rivalry against Magic Johnson, reignited the NBA and gave the league that spark it desperately needed.
Who shakes hands like that, Magic? The hell was y'all on back in the 80s, man? That's how you know pimping was a thing back in the day, folks. Magic wasn't even no pimp, but folks knew about the pimp smack, folks. He winded that motherfucker up so far, he say, bow! Bro, Magic just pimp smacked the shit out of Buddy hand, G.
Bird's resume speaks volumes. 3 championships, 3 straight MVPs from 1984 to 1986, and countless legendary performances. But beyond the numbers, Bird embodied a level of competitiveness that made him unforgettable. His trash talk was the stuff of legend, telling defenders exactly what he was about to do, then drilling the shot anyway. His 63-point game against the Hawks in 1985 remains one of the most iconic scoring nights in NBA history, with even Atlanta's bench laughing in disbelief.
And if you rewind that one on Atlanta, you just got to watch. One thing when you show that Atlanta shot again, that's when Larry had 63, if you can get there. The Atlanta bench is all high-fiving each.
He didn't have 63, brother. He had 60. He's not Mike, all right? Stop trying to gas him up and boost his numbers. He has 60 points in that game, blood.
Each other at the end of the bench. He's put on a show at this point where it is absolutely ridiculous. I think that that may come again. But
well, I know what you're saying. This the one where he won at the buzzer, but the one when he was in the Omni going crazy, and he even had Antoine Carter on him.
KG, rewind the clip for bro. He just asked, can y'all rewind the clip to go back to when them niggas was glazing Larry on the bench, folks? You just sitting right there just watching it, just letting the shit keep playing. Rewind the clip for him, man. Folks trying to reminisce. You see, he just asked you, can you go back to the clip, and you just still sitting there, man. Come on, KG.
On the bench, high-fiving and stuff.
Yet Bird was far more than a scorer. He was one of the game's greatest passers, an elite rebounder, and a player who always seemed 2 steps ahead. He lacked elite athleticism, but his intelligence and instincts gave him an edge that opponents couldn't match. Culturally, Bird carried a unique weight. In a radically divided era, he was painted by the media as the Great White Hope, while Magic represented Showtime and flair. Their rivalry wasn't just basketball. It was a clash of styles, identities, and eras. Though injuries shortened his career, Bird's peak remains one of the most dominant the game has ever seen. His mix of toughness, intelligence, and relentless will to win etched him permanently into basketball history.
I really be wondering, like, if Larry played today, fo. And y'all let me know what y'all think, cause y'all know I'm a Larry fan, fo. I really rock with Larry, G. And after the course of a year of watching his videos and we just getting more in tune with how Larry was as a player and stuff like that, do y'all think that Larry could have played in today's NBA, G? I know he could have played, but do y'all think he would have dominated on the level that he dominated back in the day, G? Like, no fluff. Like, just pick Larry up from the 80s and just drop him in today's game. The same skill set, same everything. Obviously, his game gonna adjust to the way the game is being played today. But taking that into account, do y'all think that he would be able to dominate today? People be saying he'll play like Luka, he'll play like Jokic. I don't know, G. I don't know. You feel me? Like, we'll really have to see, fo. Like, I don't know if he'll just dominate like that, you know? Cause it ain't no racist stuff, but we ain't seen an American-born player, white boy, do what Larry did since Larry, G. American-born. Like, the closest I could think of is like Gordon Hayward, fo. Tyler Hero. Like, think about it. What other American-born white player has ever went as crazy as Larry, G? I don't even think there's another white player in the top 25 scoring all time. Outside of John Havlicek. Him and John Havlicek is the only two white players, G. But it ain't no modern white player that's from America that's gonna ever be in that top 25, G. I don't think so. So that's why I'm saying, like, do y'all think that Larry would have dominated today? Because it's a different NBA today, folks. There's been plenty of white boys that came through the league that ain't really did shit, folks. They was good. Like, Gordon Hayward was good. Tyler Hero is good, but them niggas not Larry, folks. And I understand they not 6'9". Well, was Gordon Hayward 6'9"? I don't know if Gordon Hayward was 6'9". He probably was like 6'7". You feel me? I ain't even gonna do this shit. I know y'all probably want me to do. I don't do that shit, man. I ain't no little ass kid. Fucking want me to say 6'7" and shit. Get y'all weird ass on, man. Fuck I look like. Do I look like the type of nigga to just follow trends, folks, just because everybody else doing that weird ass shit? But back to Larry, man. I don't know, folks. Y'all let me know in the comments, G. Will Larry dominate if he played today?
And that's why, even today, when fans debate LeBron James or the greatest of all time, Larry Bird's name is still part of the conversation. And after Bird's time came to a close, the NBA waited for another player who could redefine what it meant to carry a franchise, dominate the league, and become the face of an entire generation. That's where LeBron James enters the picture.
They always talk about the great play. I tell people, quit whining about LeBron. Enjoy him while he's here. He's unbelievable. I mean, he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever. Then you go back, I played against Magic, Michael, Kareem. I mean, the list goes on and on.
From a high school prodigy labeled the chosen one to the league's all-time leading scorer, LeBron's journey has been about more than just basketball. It's been about living under the brightest spotlight imaginable and still delivering on impossible expectations. At his first game with Cleveland, it was clear possible expectation.
Hey, I mean, if y'all can't even see him, this Rondo's son right here, folks. Have y'all seen any videos of Rondo's son lately? That nigga grown as hell. He's like a freshman and sophomore in high school. He was little as hell right here, man. That's crazy how kids grow up so fast, G. Nigga was short as hell.
At his first game with Cleveland, it was clear the league had never seen a player quite like him. At 6'9", with guard-like vision and power-forward strength, LeBron could score, pass, rebound, and defend at an elite level. He wasn't just a star, he was a complete system unto himself. Over 2 decades, LeBron has built one of the most decorated careers in NBA history. 4 MVPs, 4 championships, 2 Olympic gold medals, and the record for most points scored all time. But perhaps his most defining trait is longevity. Even in his late 30s, he remains among the league's best, adapting his game to different eras, teammates, and systems without losing his edge.
And by the time that LeBron James is finished, see, we're measuring LeBron James now, and he's still in his basketball playing career. But
we not listening to this hating ass nigga right here, man. That's one thing we not finna do today, chat. I damn near skip past this part, folks. Y'all already know how I feel about Isaiah Thomas. Like, you from Chicago and all, Zeke. Like, and that's cool, folks. But I can't respect you, G. I can't respect you as a man, folks. Cause all the crazy shit you be talking about about Michael Jordan, folks. When it's like, that's your peer. I understand what y'all had going on in the 80s and the 90s and shit. Like, how that went down. But, like, we should be way past that now. But you still around here talking about Mike, folks. I'ma always be on your ass for that shit. Every time Isaiah Thomas pop up on our screen, G, I be wanting to smack all type of teeth out that nigga mouth, man. Stop playing with Mike, G. Real talk. Cause there's no reason for you to still be hating on Mike, nigga. It's 2026, man. It's 2026. That shit happened back in 1992, man. And some of the texts that you be having on the man, just preposterous. Just preposterous, man. So we gonna hear him out, G, but we no longer respect anything that come out of Isaiah Thomas' mouth, G. Respectfully. Matter of fact, disrespectfully. We don't respect nothing that come out of this nigga mouth, G. Real shit.
we can safely say that by the time he's done playing, he may have passed Kareem. When he passes Kareem in scoring, you have to anoint him as the GOAT.
Beyond the court,
see, like, what is like, that's what I mean, G. That's the shit that I'm talking about. Little slick jabs at Mike. Y'all see how he snuck that in there like for a little uppercut? Cause how the hell do that make any sense, folks? Just cause he passed Kareem, now he the GOAT. I didn't know that's how it worked, Isaiah. I thought it was a culmination of winning. I thought it was because of winning and dominance of your era. I thought that's what it was, folks. Because if that's the case, why Kareem not the GOAT? Why niggas don't say Kareem the GOAT? If just because LeBron passed him, that make him the GOAT now. Why? So then why niggas don't say Kareem the GOAT then, Isaiah? I really want to know something, G. I'm trying to figure it out. So you really just said that shit just to try to, like, lower Mike on a pedestal, folks. When it could never happen, nigga. That's why Mike and them got y'all ass up out of there in 91, folks. You still salty about that. You still salty about how Mike said your ass he wasn't going to play on the USA team if your ass played. And they basically told you not to come. And your head coach was the coach, Chuck Daly. Yes. That's how much pull Mike had on your goof ass, man. I just hate a hating ass nigga, man. Like, why you still hating? What you got? What you got going on, Z? You got some demons you need to unleash, G. What you got going on for real, folks? You a grown ass man. You old as hell now, folks. Franklin, the turtle looking ass, man. Like, Zeke, that shit unacceptable, G. You from Chicago, G. We don't even move like that. And the fact that Mike played in your city, folks. You gotta have a little bit more respect. Mike is what made Chicago basketball Chicago, G. Basketball. It wasn't you. And that's probably what you mad about, too. Because you ain't have as much impact on your own city as Mike did. Like, yeah, they could say Mike ain't give back to the community. Mike we rarely saw Mike in the city. That's because Mike not from here, G. Like, he just got drafted here, folks. So, you know, but his sons grew up here. They went to high school here. You get what I'm saying? But you, on the other hand, you from here. And I ain't never heard nobody say, Isaiah Thomas looked out for us. Isaiah Thomas did this for the community. Isaiah Thomas this. Nobody mentions you in the rack, bro. You probably don't even live here no more. Michael Jordan lived in Chicago well beyond the years that he played for the Bulls. And you from here and you don't do shit for the city, man. So that's really what I think it is, G. You hate that niggas love Mike in your city more than you. Hating ass nigga.
LeBron has faced constant scrutiny. The decision, his move to Miami, and the endless comparisons to Michael Jordan made him one of the most dissected athletes of all time. Yet, time and again, he delivered, most memorably leading Cleveland back from a 3-1 deficit in the 2016 finals, fulfilling his promise to bring a title to his home state. LeBron's legacy isn't just about stats. It's about redefining what greatness looks like. Where Bird embodied intensity and peak dominance, LeBron represents versatility, endurance, and an ability to meet impossible expectations across 2 decades. He hasn't just lived up to the hype, he's well surpassed it. While the two may have played in completely different eras, their legacies constantly collide in the conversation about greatness. And that's where the debate really takes shape. The way the media told Bird's story versus the way it has told LeBron's isn't just about basketball, it's about narrative, perception, and the standards we hold different legends to. To truly understand why these two are endlessly compared, you have to look beyond their games and into how their stories were framed.
If Larry Bird played in this era, I think he'd be in Europe. So I'm just letting you know, man. Really, you know, like I said, I'm just saying he would be somewhere over there. Because, you know, I think his game was fit for Boston at that time in the 80s and stuff like that. You know, but today's world, oh hell no.
All right, so if that's the case, so if Larry would be in Europe, right? As great as Larry was, nigga, where the hell would you be at? Huh? No. I'm really trying to figure that shit out, G. He say if Larry Bird played today, he'll be in Europe. So if that's the case, my nigga, and Larry was way better than you, where would you be at, G? That's what we want to know. Because we trying to figure it out, man. It ain't no way, G. It's no way. Like, hey, I'm telling y'all, folks, we got to stop putting these niggas in front of the camera, man. The niggas that did cocaine back in the day, G. We can no longer allow it, folks. We can't allow it. We can't allow Isaiah Thomas back on camera, and we can't put a microphone in front of Dennis Crackhead Rodman, folks. We just can't do it, chat. Because I'm tired of these old heads saying dumbass shit, man. Just dumb. Nigga said he'll be in Europe. So if he'll be in Europe, where the hell would you be at, man? Oh, man, G. Oh, no, fool. He niggas it, man. Your ass would be at the YMCA Men's League. That's where you will be. What is he talking about? He'll be in Europe. Your ass would be at the Community Center 30 plus league, man. Because Dennis Rodman, G, if I'm being all the way completely 100, G, your ass, you wouldn't even got looked at by the NBA if it was today, folks. You wouldn't even went to college. You was a defender, a rebounding specialist, G. That's it. The only way you scored was on free throws and put back layups off of an offensive rebound, G. Let's keep it 1,000. Your offensive skill set was absolutely horrible, my nigga. Your ass probably only averaged like 9 points and 20 rebounds for your whole career. Crackhead ass. That's all that. Booger sugar. That's the only reason you was able to get all them rebounds too, because you was off that shit. You wasn't scoring. You wasn't doing none of that. Mike was busting your ass. Larry used to bust your ass. You wasn't really a tough ass defender. Like you motherfuckers just put you on the best players because they knew you was a cluck. And you was gonna probably contain them just because you was off that shit, like I said. But don't disrespect Larry like that time out here being Europe. Because if that's the case, nigga, your ass will be at the Crib University, folks. Playing street ball at Rucker Park or some shit, man. Look out of here, G.
The way the media frames greatness often comes down to moments. Those single plays or series that become the snapshots of a career. For Bird, much of his legend was built on his clashes with Magic Johnson, a rivalry that defined not just an era, but the very identity of the NBA. Every meeting carried weight. Every finals matchup felt like history being written in real time. Whenever the Bird versus LeBron debate comes up, the media plays a huge role in shaping that comparison. For Larry Bird, the story has always been about his competitive fire and his impact in the 1980s. Reporters and analysts still highlight his clutch performances, his 3 straight MVPs, and the way he helped rescue the NBA alongside Magic Johnson. The narrative is simple. Bird was a winner who embodied toughness and peak dominance.
Larry Bird was LeBron James before LeBron James is LeBron James. But saying all that,
Shannon.
I'm going to take LeBron.
Stop your ass right there. Larry Bird was not LeBron before LeBron, nigga. Come on, bro. They played nothing alike, G. Outside of being pass first players, Larry wasn't even pass first, though. But outside of them having high IQs and being able to see the game and make plays and shit, bro, they played nothing alike, bro. Larry Bird was a shooter. Bron is an attacker, bro. Come on, man.
There's nothing. Both guys could score the basketball, could rebound the basketball, could assist. I don't know if people know this, but Larry Bird is a 24-point scorer, a 10 rebound, 6 assists for a career. 24, 10, and 6 as a small forward. LeBron James is 27, 7, and 7. So they're very similar to what they do.
With LeBron, the media narrative is more complex. He's been under the spotlight since high school, and every milestone comes with immediate comparison to Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and yes, even Bird. Some outlets focus on his longevity and consistency, arguing that no forward has ever maintained this level of excellence for so long. Others point to his finals record or his moves between teams as reasons to question his standing.
Top 10. Hold on, is he ahead of Larry Bird?
No.
No.
But go ahead and look, I don't agree. I think he's second greatest of all time next to Jordan. But I did tell Nick, I can understand how some people, Larry Bird was better than most people think. And so make your argument for Bird, because I know Nick.
Please. Larry Bird, by the way, I don't think he was trash. I think he's the 9th greatest player ever. So, but go ahead.
So we're arguing. It's like
of course we are nitpicking. Of course,
we're nitpicking. Yeah. My point has always been this about LeBron. He's great. Okay, he's incredible in a Magic Johnson sort of way in that he generally makes others better, and he
All right, gang, I'm gonna stop you right there. Don't ever get disrespectful. Don't ever say Bron is Magic Johnson, G. He's way better than Magic, folks. Way better. I can see where you coming from. 6'9", point guard. Good playmaker, but don't ever compare Bron to Magic Johnson, G. Ever in your life. Ever again, folks. Before I call Adam and get your ass banned off of this show, folks. Even though this was 2018, your ass needs to get banned for saying shit like that, man. Bron is way better than Magic Johnson. Ever will be, folks. I don't care what y'all say. Bron is better than Magic, folks. Stop playing.
loads up the stat sheet like we've never seen before. And part of the loading up the stat sheet is basketball's played differently than it's ever been played before.
And that's why the question of who's the greatest forward of all time between Bird and LeBron is so tricky. Bird had the sharper peak, 3 MVPs in a row, 3 titles, and some of the most legendary performances in finals history. LeBron has the longevity, 4 titles, 4 MVPs, and more than 2 decades at an elite level. Bird was the master of mental toughness and clutch shooting, while LeBron redefined versatility, capable of guarding all 5 positions and carrying teams in ways few others ever could.
I think that Larry, what he was so special at is just so hard to find. I mean, he was so great. Such a great competitor, but also such a great finisher of games. The guy played with amazing confidence. You know, there's a lot of games that we've played against LeBron over the years where he's just been unguardable, and you just can't guard him, and you just tip your hat and say he's just so special. But there are other games where, you know, he struggles with his outside shooting, and we're able to win, and he doesn't play with that same sort of confidence with his shot. But, you know, his shot's getting better and better and better as he ages. And the more that shot goes in, the more unguardable he just becomes.
And within that rivalry, one series stands out as a turning point, not just for Bird's career, but for how his legacy is compared to stars like LeBron James today. That moment came in the 1987 NBA Finals, perhaps the most pivotal what-if of Bird's story. In the height of the Celtics-Lakers rivalry, Bird versus Magic once again, and the basketball world watching every possession, Boston was battered by injuries. Kevin McHale played on a broken foot. Parrish was being caught up by Father Time. Still, Bird fought to keep the Celtics alive against Magic's Showtime Lakers.
Probably was the most special moment for me and the greatest shot that I've ever taken.
It was almost over. I mean, we had one last shot. We had 1 second on the clock, and I got enough room to get it off, and I thought it was in.
Game 4 remains etched in history. With seconds left, Bird drilled a corner 3 to give Boston the lead, only for Magic Johnson to respond with his iconic junior skyhook to steal the game. That moment swung the series, and the Lakers eventually closed it out in 6. Had Bird and the Celtics pulled off that series, it would have given him a 4th championship, tying him with LeBron's total today. That one ring would have dramatically shifted the way we compare their careers. Instead of being remembered as 1 and 2 against Magic in the finals, Bird would have gone 2 and 1, further solidifying his reputation as the ultimate rival to Showtime. It shows how thin the margins of greatness can be. For Bird, a single shot, Magic's skyhook, was the difference between finishing with 3 titles or 4 and another finals MVP. For LeBron, critics often point to his finals record despite his unmatched longevity. And in that comparison, 1987 becomes a turning point. A reminder that in legacy debates, one moment can tip the scales. So, who's the better forward? The answer often depends on what you value most. If you prize peak dominance, Bird makes a strong case. If you prize longevity and athletic prowess, LeBron stands alone. The media has built them both into symbols. Bird of toughness and swagger, LeBron of endurance and modern greatness. In the end, maybe the better question isn't who's best, but how each forward shaped the very idea of what greatness in basketball looks like.
Larry Bird would probably beat LeBron 1-on-1.
Really? Larry Bird would beat LeBron
One-on-one?
James one-on-one. Ooh.
Because one-on-one, it takes away from everything LeBron has, right? His physical strength, his speed, right? And, you know, all that power he has going.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, if I'm being all the way 1,000 G and I'm just envisioning a Larry Bird versus LeBron 1-on-1, LeBron is gonna kill him, bro. Like, LeBron is going to kill him. If they go into like 11 or 12, LeBron going to kill him, bro. Like, unless Larry just get hot from like shooting and he just get like, just start letting it ride, then Bron got to start pressuring him. Now he got to drive. Bron's still faster than Larry. Bron's still stronger than Larry. If Bron get that ball, all Bron going to do is post him up all day. Yeah, he may miss a couple of shots, but when he get on defense, he locking shit up, bro. It's one-on-one. Larry has no advantages over LeBron besides his ability to shoot, folks. He ain't got no one-on-one moves. He ain't stronger. He ain't faster. Like, come on, bro. That's all one-on-one is, G. Who's the more skilled, faster, bigger player, folks? Like, Larry probably got him on the skill side, but LeBron got the other two categories, bigger and faster. Like, LeBron is going to win, G. I ain't going to lie to y'all.
Well, in one-on-one, you're talking about 1-2 dribbles. That's not his
pointers.
Yeah, that's not his game. That's Larry's whole game. LeBron needs to back up, and then I'm going to use all my physical attributes to come at you. So now if the game started at the 3-point line, now you're talking about a whole different.
Larry Bird and LeBron James may have played decades apart.
Where would the game start at, G? A one-on-one. Where do the one-on-ones normally start at, fellas and ladies? It started at the 3-point line, unless they just playing motherfucking King of the Hill or something. They catching it in a certain spot. But if they playing at the top of the 3-point line, what you think, man? Bron gonna get a head of steam. Hey! That's what's gonna happen, G. Straight up.
But their roles as standard bearers of their eras connect them in a profound way.
Oh my God.
Each became the face of a generation, carrying not just their teams, but the identity of basketball in their time. For Bird, it was the Celtics of the 1980s. When he arrived, Boston was desperate for a revival, and Bird gave them exactly that. His blend of shooting, passing, and toughness turned the Celtics into perennial contenders. And more importantly, he gave the league a player who embodied the grit and intensity of the era. Every Celtics game felt like a battle, and Bird's unshakable confidence set the tone for his teammates.
I got to give LeBron credit where credit is due in that regard. But there's no way on earth that I'd pick him over Larry Bird in the clutch. I can tell you that much. Larry Bird was not just a superior shooter from anywhere on the court, just like you highlighted. Not only was he a near 90% shooter from the free throw line, which LeBron could never brag about, but also Larry Bird was Mr. Clutch. When the game was on the line, you knew that the ball was going in Larry Bird's hands, and there was little to nothing that you could do to stop him because he was that much of a marksman of the highest order, one of the most lethal marksmen we've ever seen in the game's history.
LeBron's path followed a similar blueprint, but on a modern stage. From the moment he entered the NBA, he was tasked with leading the Cavaliers out of obscurity. His ability to control every aspect of the game, scoring when needed, distributing with vision, defending multiple positions, reshaped what it meant to be a franchise cornerstone. His return to Cleveland and the 2016 championship proved his impact went beyond the hardwood. He carried not just his teammates, but the weight of a city's decades-long wait for glory.
LeBron James, more athletic, could get to the rim a lot easier than Larry. 15 trillion times better defender. Larry never took the responsibility of guarding the team's other best player. But Skip, how do you argue? 4 MVPs to 3. That's what you do. I'm just taking the numbers now. 4 MVPs to 3. Both are 3 champions. But nobody else has even come close to winning the Finals MVP on the winning team that LeBron was on. So looking at the numbers, looking at the longevity, I don't know how you could say anything other than.
In different styles, Bird and LeBron achieved the same feat. They transcended individual greatness to become symbols of belief, leadership, and the unshakable bond between a superstar and the city he carried. Larry Bird and LeBron James didn't just win games, they changed the way fans connected to the sport itself. Bird gave Boston a swagger, a sense that no deficit was too large, no rival too intimidating. His confidence became the city's confidence, his fight, their fight. LeBron, in his own way, did the same for every team he touched. From Cleveland's long-awaited championship to Miami's run of dominance to Los Angeles' return to glory. He turned pressure into belief and lifted expectations into reality. What unites them isn't the numbers or even the rings, it's the greatness they inspired. Both proved that true legacy is measured not only by what you achieve, but by the undeniable impact and passion you were able to bring to the game. Bird defined an era. LeBron redefined one, but together they remind us that true greatness isn't about who's better. It's about who leaves the game forever changed.
One debate I've been seeing get pushed up.
All right, y'all. All right, that's the end of the video, man. I thought I seen a video. It is a video. I just wanted to watch, though. Hold on.
Time or LeBron.
Who leaves the game forever changed. Game 4 of the 1987 NBA Finals wasn't just another classic in the Celtics-Lakers rivalry.
But that's the end of the video, man. You know, it was a good video. You know, Larry. Who's better, Larry or Bron, G? Larry or Bron, man. Y'all know me. I really can't make a decision, folks. I know Bron in my eyes is the second best player of all time, folks. So it's hard for me to say that Larry, because how would that make sense if I say Bron the second best player of all time, and then I say Larry is better than LeBron? Like, that mean I would have to say that Larry is the second best or one of the top best players. Like, when we know that ain't true, G. We know Bron is better, but you know, it's a good topic to debate about. You feel me? Because Larry was very good, G. Like, I don't know. I feel like this argument was better. That's why all the clips that they were showing of niggas saying that Larry was better and stuff like that, all of that was damn near 10 years ago. 2017. That's going to be 10 years ago next year. So the reason like they was able to say that is because Bron didn't have the scoring title. He didn't have as many other records that he have now. He had one less ring. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of things was going against Bron at that time, Z. But now that LeBron had accomplished so much other things since then, it's kind of easy to say that LeBron is the better player, folks. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, but y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, man. I want to hear y'all thoughts, because I know I got a lot of Larry supporters in here. But y'all gonna get on Bron ass probably. But I just want to see what y'all gonna say. You feel me? But other than that, chat, that's the end of the video, man. For all my new viewers, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's your boy, Coach TDOT, man. I'm up out of here. I love y'all.